Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Three topics for this video. The first one has to do with Trump, tariffs on the European Union, Apple must make their phones in the United States of America. Then we have the Russians disclosing something that I think most of us knew, and that is the British Navy is behind all Ukraine's effort in the Black Sea. With drones, naval drones, the Magura V6 and all that. I've been stating this for a long time. Organizing it, financing it, building drones for them, the maritime drones, and everything that's needed. As I said many times before, Great Britain, the government, is the Hydra, is the main enemy of Russia. And it has been for centuries. Now, the last topic has to do with Trump, who is floating eternal presidency. Now, it's idiotic, you might say infinite presidency, because eternal means has no beginning and it has no end. Infinite means it has a beginning but it has no end. This is a difference. So, eternal presidency for Donald Trump, maybe his family, maybe his new dynasty. Remember, he killed the Clinton dynasty, he killed the Bush dynasty. And if Obama wants anything, he can kill that too. So, let's start with the first topic. Associated Press. Trump threatens 50% tariffs on the European Union and 25% penalties on Apple as his trade war intensifies. Well, that was not the initial title, just so you know, but I'm going to show you. And there it is. Trump threatens 25% tariffs on Apple iPhones and 50% on European products starting 1st of June. Now, do you remember how the hysterical media, so-called, in the United States of America, I'm talking about the operatives, the guys with MSNBC, CNN, ABC, Fox News, all these guys, when Trump had his inauguration, do you remember how the media focused on the oligarchs, focused on Zuckerberg, on Bezos, on Musk, and on the boss of Apple? And everybody says, see, he is working for the billionaires. I don't think Apple is happy about it, unless Trump is going to do something if these guys will build their products in the United States of America. But let's start with the beginning. All right, here it is. President Donald Trump on Friday threatened a 50% tax on all imports from the European Union, as well as 25% tariffs on Apple products, unless iPhones are made in America. America. There you go. So, where's your friend? Is right here. The friend is next to him, probably. If not there, I know somewhere else. Where's the baboon? Oh my God. No, he's not here. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about? What baboon? So that's the guy. Remember that guy right here? Friends will be friends. And the European Union gets 50%. All right, let's go. How do you think the European Union will react? Well, you heard the unelected official Ursula von der Leyen saying that we're going to fight back. With what exactly? We have our own ladies of the night. We have our own alcohol. We have our own drugs. I'm talking about those kind of drugs. So what exactly do you have to give us? What do you fucking produce? What exactly? We have whores, you have them. We have alcohol, you have them. We have drugs, you have them. You don't produce anything else. All right, I'm just kidding, obviously, but Europe will come on its knees. You'll see. The second topic is dealing with Great Britain. United Kingdom, according to Sputnik, helping Ukraine's navy to constrain Russia's fleet in the Black Sea. Russian ambassador. We knew this, didn't we? The United Kingdom has been and continues strengthening the Ukrainian Navy in order to curb the activities of the Russian Black Sea Fleet, Russian ambassador to UK Andrei Kelin said in an interview with Sputnik. The US has always been doing it, long before the beginning of the special military operation. This way London tries to curb Russia's Black Sea Fleet, although the balance of power in this region is heavily in our favor. End quote. In 2021, the UK offered to build a batch of 8 missile boats for Ukraine. The same year, Kiev announced its intention to build naval bases near the cities of Ochakov and Nikolaev region and Berdyansk in the Zaporozhye region on the shores of the Black and the Azov Seas. Where is that located? Let's see if these guys cooperate to a certain extent. All right, they're talking about this area here, and then they talk about, and those girls always show up. All right, sorry, let's move on. The same year, Kiev announced intention to build, in the Black and Azov Sea. Prior to that, London and Kiev signed an agreement on providing Ukraine with a loan worth of 1.7 billion pounds, because the Brits have loans, they have money, they work in a profit. So $2.2 billion to finance contracts for the purchase of arms and construction of naval infrastructure. In 2023, the UK declared its intention to give Ukraine 23 military boats and raid operations and 20 Viking amphibious vehicles. In 2024, London gave Kiev 2 minesweepers. You got it? At the beginning of the special military operation, London continued to supply Kiev with anti-ship missiles and helped create fleet of unmanned boats. And I said that Magura 5 doesn't look Ukrainian, it looks British, and I have my own reasons to claim that. And the fact that British specialists were involved in planning Ukraine's forces' operations in the Black Sea gained wide publicity, including in the UK press. Moreover, this area of cooperation is identified as a promising one in a famous paper on a certain centennial partnership between UK and Ukraine. He also said that UK, France and Germany control Volodymyr Zelensky by catering to his wishes against the background of talks in Istanbul and protecting him from the dissatisfaction of the United States. But the United States of America will take care of these guys. All this gives him a sense of impunity for his actions. I 100% agree with that. And let's go to the last topic, which is coming from the New Voice of Ukraine. Trump floats eternal presidency in Truth Social video. I think he's just making fun of imbeciles. US President Donald Trump posted a new video on Truth Social suggesting he could remain in office forever on May 23. If he lives forever. Footage circulating online shows the latest cover of Time magazine featuring headlines such as "Trumpism outlives Trump" and "The power of Trump's support." The satirical cover images former Donald Trump being elected far into the future, with years scrolling upward to the year 90,000. I'm not going to play that. The image served as commentary on the enduring influence of Trumpism in American politics, even beyond Trump's own political career. Now, obviously he's just trolling these imbeciles because they have no sense of humor. That's the way they are. But the problem is this. What Trump came and what Trump brought is not something new, as they say something here. It is, I think, normality, which is United States of America is an organization, is a tribe, used to be. Now it's an organization, and it has its own interests against other countries, other tribes' interests. So our interests first. So when these guys say, let's make America great again, it's what's so fantastic about it? That's been, and again, because it's going down. That's why make it again. It's build in America, make in America. America should be first for each citizen of the United States of America. Not, I'm a French American, I'm a Jewish American, I'm a Romanian American, I'm an African American. That garbage should go. Are you proud of your origin? That's fine. But this attachment, I'm a white American, I'm a black American, I'm a this American. No, my friends, you're an American. If you don't feel that way, we have a problem. Why? Because you're going to pull at one point to other possible allegiances based on group. That's it. So it's not new with Make America Great. And we say, well, we're going to impose everybody else. We're going to do this to the world. If it's not United States of America, it's going to be something else. Somebody else. You think that the Chinese are that different than the Americans? And if they are right now, they haven't been in the past. I mean, I can look at any country, any, that was strong at one point and did not go and plundered others. Now, why do you think we're more civilized now? Why don't you rub shoulders with people in your office and see how civilized they are? Go to the mall, drive a car. It's a veneer. So anyway, good. Trump makes fun of these imbeciles because he knows these imbeciles have no sense of humor and they have too much hatred within their hearts directed towards him and his ideas. If he says, I'm a patriot, that's a problem. How in the hell is a problem? Patriot means a person who loves his fatherland. That's by definition. I tell you, there's particularly one group who hates that because that's a threat for their infiltration in the fatherland. You know that group? All right, I think you got a hint looking in my eyes. Thank you very much for being with me again today. And on and on. Trumpism, I think, should be a revigoration of the American values. What are they? Why don't you visit the Constitution for a change or the Declaration of Independence on the Federalist Papers and so on and find out what America was built on and strived to be. Yeah, it was not perfect, but trying to create a more perfect union. Understand? And do not compare the United States of America with an ideal, with a unicorn. We all fail. Compare it with everybody else around us. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.